Sure that you just quickly finish off, clear the pool, because we need to start sharp at 12:30. So that is effectively the end of the warm-up. No more diving. Coaches, could you make sure your swimmers stop?
So swimmers, if we could, let's So good afternoon and welcome to session 2 of the West District pre-SNAGs meet this weekend. Swimmers, if you could vacate the pool please, so that we are ready to start at 12:30. So as I said, good afternoon and welcome to session 2 of this weekend's district meet. Welcome to those of you joining us on live stream. My name is Jackie Smith, and this afternoon I will be joined by Robert Taylor for commentary on the afternoon's events. We are due to get started here at 12:30. Just looking for swimmers to vacate the pool so that we can be on time to do that, as our officials have now made their way onto poolside. So before we proceed, just to go through the health and safety. So in the event of an emergency, a siren will sound and staff will direct you to the nearest exit. Fire exit areas should be kept clear. Check and where your nearest exit is. No glass items or outdoor footwear is to be poolside, and swimmers on leaving poolside should dry off and wear appropriate dry clothing and footwear. Stairways should be kept clear. There are to be absolutely no mobile phones in the changing rooms, toilets or shower areas. Anyone wishing to take photographs or videos, the forms are available at the meet information desk. The spectator desk at the entrance in the venue here. Videos cannot be posted on unsecure websites, but may be posted on secure club websites. In attending this event and using devices for photography or videos, you accept that you will not use these for any illicit purposes, and that pictures, films produced will not be altered in any way or uploaded onto the web without the consent in writing of persons photographed or filmed. I beg your pardon. To keep the afternoon programme running smoothly, we would ask that all swimmers go to the marshal area at least 10 minutes before their own heat. Any reserves this afternoon should attend the marshalling area 10 minutes before the first heat of the event that they are a reserve for. This will allow the marshals to offer them a swim if that is available. So, as I said a moment ago, welcome to the session 2. Welcome to those of you joining us on live stream and those in the spectator gallery. A huge thank you to the huge army of volunteers, from technical officials to those back of house that are allowing us to run the meet this weekend. I'll just introduce you to our senior officials. Our referees this afternoon are Fiona Sinnott and Karen Gray. Our starters are Lynn Gibson working with Deborah Hart and Graham Crawford. The afternoon's events will start with the boys 11 to 13 200 meter IM. And then we have 800 meter freestyle, 100 meter breaststroke for the boys. Then it will be the turn of the girls. 50 meter freestyle, starting with the boys, then the girls. 200 meter backstroke for both boys and girls. And we will finish the afternoon with the boys 400 meter freestyles for 11 to 18 year olds. So we will get started just shortly. And then we'll be back again tomorrow morning, I beg your pardon. Same time as the start this morning. We'll also be on live stream tomorrow. Swimmers are reminded that results will be posted about the venue throughout the course of the afternoon. And you are asked to collect your medals from the medals table, which is up here at the top end of the pool near the starting blocks. So please ensure that you collect medals before you leave the venue, particularly if you are not returning to swim tomorrow. So as we spoke about this morning, this is the pre-snag meet. So swimmers will be looking to see whether or not they can gain consideration times for snags in a few weeks' times, or indeed qualifying times. So we will shortly get started with the boys 11 to 13 200 metre IM. We'll have 3 heats of that, followed by 3 heats of the girls swimming 800 metre freestyle. I notice there are reserves for the 800 metres. The girls are reminded that they should go to the marshalling area approximately 10 minutes before the start of Heat 1. Heat 1 of that 800 metre freestyle scheduled to start at 12:43 p.m. There's also there's also reserves in event 203. So boys, please make your way to the marshalling area as I've indicated earlier. And indeed a number of events this afternoon have reserves. So if you're here, you want to swim and you're a reserve, you must make your way to the marshalling area or you may miss your opportunity. So it looks like we'll get underway here at Tollcross this afternoon. As I said, we have 3 heats of event 201 and the boys are just getting themselves ready for the first heat. We have 6 boys taking part in this heat, I beg your pardon. The youngest being 11 and the oldest 13. So all 6 of them will be chasing the same qualifying and consideration times. For the 11 to 13 year olds, the consideration time is So this is Heat 1 of 3. Lane 2, Jensen Basketer, Renfrew Bath. 3, Lewis Watson, East Kilbride. 4, Lewis Relly, South Ayrshire. 5, Rory McMillan, Stirling Swim. 6, Kieran Naismith, Bells Hill Shark. And 7, Felix Broom, South Ayrshire. So the boys have 4 lengths of the pool. They start with the butterfly. It's the centre of the pool. Oh, the screen's just there. It's Rory McMillan, 38.48. In just behind him, Kieran Naismith, 38.80. And Lewis Watson in third place, 40.08. As the boys move on to the backstroke. So we we'll have a look now and see just what the consideration and qualification times are for this event, for this age group. Consideration 2:53.80, qualifying 2:45.90. Sure the boys will be aware of these and have discussed them with their coaches before swimming this afternoon. But it's the Bells Hill Shark swimmer Kieran Naismith who's going to come up to the halfway mark in first place. Pretty tight for second, but it looks like it's Rory McMillan going to turn second. And in third, Lewis Relly, I think. Lewis Watson, I beg your pardon. Recorded there as turning in third place. So we move on to the breaststroke. Often changes the running order. But Kieran Naismith holding on to his lead. Rory McMillan in second. And it looks to me like the two Lewises are swimming stroke for stroke at the moment in third place over there in lanes 3 and 4. So the boys come into the closing stages of their 50-metre breaststroke. And there's 200 IM for them. And it is the Bells Hill Shark swimmer, Kieran Naismith, who's going to turn first, but closely followed there by Rory McMillan and Lewis Watson in third. So all boys got to fight for their places here, as they've all picked turned. They know they're heading for home. Let's see. Think of the East Kilbride swimmer. Lewis Watson doing well. So all in a line. Lewis Watson, Lewis Relly, Rory McMillan. Kieran Naismith's not out of it yet either. Closing stages here, it's be very tight. Rory McMillan first, Lewis Watson second, Lewis Relly third, and Kieran Naismith in fourth. As Felix Broom comes in to finish his first race of the afternoon, the 200-metre IM. Just wait for the results to be confirmed. The screen will clear. Just shortly. Rory's time 3:02.70. Lewis 3:03.08 and Lewis Relly 3:03.11. But they've just been advised there is a disqualification in lane 5 for a technical infraction, which changes the finishing order here. Lewis Watson first, 3:03.08. Lewis Relly, I beg your pardon, 3:03.11. And Kieran Naismith moves into third place, 3:03.64.
So we move on to the second heat. We have an empty lane in lane 1. So in 0, Ollie Jeffers, round 96. In 2, it's Samuel Ruff, City of Glasgow. 3, Oliver McElwraith from Cumbernauld. 4, Sam Curry, South Ayrshire. 5 is Conor McNaught from Grangemouth. 6, Harrison McMillan, Stirling Swim. 7, Lance McMahon, Helensburgh. 8, Scott Watson, East Kilbride. And 9, Callan Chesser from City of Glasgow. Entries in this 2:58 through to 3:09. So we saw most of the lads getting pretty close to 3 minutes those first 3 or 4 home. Hopefully some of these lads might get perhaps inside the consideration time. 2:53.80 is what they're probably aiming to try and do, especially the ones in the middle lanes on a 2:58, 2:59. Having said that, lanes 7 and 8 I've got off to a very strong start on the butterfly and backstroke sections. Both these boys well over 3 minutes entry time. It's the Helensburgh swimmer Lance McMahon. He's going to touch it halfway. Scott Watson, East Kilbride lad, in second. 1:22.13 and 1:22.40. Oliver McElwraith, the Cumbernauld swimmer, over in lane 3, is in third. And it can change a lot on the breaststroke section. It certainly has changed a lot because Lance has really gone well clear. Still going pretty nicely in lane 3 though is Oliver. He's maintaining a good pace. So we've got about 10-12 metres to go before we head for home on freestyle. So 2:45.90 is the time to get a time, but these lads are not going to achieve that in this one. 2:11.05, so come back in something like 42 seconds, which Lance should manage without any problem at all here, and that will get him a sort of consideration time. Certainly he's finishing strongly. He's having a really good swim, the Helensburgh boy. So 15 to go. 2:45 is just going to go a little bit past them, but it's going to be a very, very tidy swim from Lance. Cracking swim from him, 2:49.06. That will get him an opportunity to maybe get a swim at Snags in that event. Oliver gets under 3 minutes, 2:56.10. Well done, Oliver. And Alison, 2:57.73 from Stirling, takes third. Just wait for that to be confirmed as you just see on your scoreboard. Those of you here, lane 5 disqualified for a technical infraction. Lance McMahon gets consideration time for Snags. Well done, Lance.
So we move on to Heat 3, Lane 0. Caelan Cardy, Stirling Swim. 1. Andrew Patterson, City of Glasgow. 2. Murray Johnson. Run 96. 3. Tyler Morris, Stirling Swim. 4. Aaron Machin, City of Glasgow. Teammate Nikolai Cisnet in Lane 5. Blake Herdman, Lane 6 from Inverclyde. 7. Angus Woods, Kintyre. 8. Finlay Morris, Inverclyde. And 9. Brodie Lydon, Kingston. So as we have referred to here, the qualifying time for Snags for this event, for this age group, is 2:45.90. Consideration time 2:53.80. Number of boys have already qualified for Snags, and some of them are chasing the consideration time. Sorry, I beg your pardon, start that again. 4 boys have the qualification time, 4 have the consideration time, and 2 will be chasing the consideration time here. So let's go back to the pool, and it is the City of Glasgow swimmer Nikolai Cisnet, who at the halfway mark is in the lead with a time there 1:07.87. As he moves into breaststroke, who can challenge him? His teammate Aaron Machin is in second. He's trying to hunt Nikolai down. Third, Blake Herdman from Inverclyde. At least it was at the halfway mark. I think now we might be seeing Tyler Morris getting himself into third place there with his breaststroke. But Tyler, Blake and Angus, lanes 3, 6 and 7 look pretty much on a line for third place as Nikolai turns and heads for home. His teammate Aaron Machin in behind him. And I think it may just be Tyler who has the edge there for third place coming into the turn. He does, 2:05.25 for Tyler. As the boys all turn and head for home. There's no doubt who's going to win this heat this afternoon. It is in Nikolai Cisnet. Nikolai's entry time 2:36.04. Okay, so Murray and Angus, they'll be looking for qualifying times. Need to come back here in 37 seconds or under. Certainly having a go. See what happens here. Nikolai finishes, Aaron finishes, Angus finishes, 2:41.41. Got himself a qualifying time. Well done, Angus. And indeed, looking at those times there, Murray Johnson's got himself in 2:44.73. Well done, boys. You'll be pleased with those swims this afternoon. And we move on to heat event 202.
Jackie, just a wee mention, one of the lads that got a consideration time, a sort of qualifying time, Murray Johnson, had some nice words to say about the commentary that we do here, so thanks Murray and everyone over there from Rain 96. I appreciate what you said. You enjoy what we do here. Thank you. Yeah, I started it off in, yeah, that'd be fine.
You happy with that?
Happy with that.
You don't what you need to do. I'll bring a laptop in if you're willing to, and I don't know because I know you got it from Duncan. So give me that 800, 1500 package.
I got it from Duncan, so.
Oh yeah, I know that. But I can't presume that
I'm not
Duncan gave it to you. I told you that I met her.
So good luck, ladies. 3 heats of 800 freestyle. So maybe a challenge for some of them to get qualifying times, but we'll see how this goes. Ava Pettigrew goes in lane 0 from Cumbernauld. 1 is Martha McKeechin from Scotia. We have a reserve. It's not Eva Gordon, those of you here. It's actually Alice Adams from Cumbernauld, who is in lane 2. 3, Millie McDonald, Cumbernauld. 4 is Lucy Hunter, Motherwell and Wishaw. 5, Charlotte Craig, round 96. 6, Honor McCarty from Inverclyde. 7, Erin Lockery from Stranraer Stingrays. 8, Niamh Scott, City Glasgow. And Olivia Line from Inverclyde. So all the swimmers are 13 and under with 2 exceptions. In 3, Millie McDonald, 15-year-old from Cumbernauld. In fact, there's 3 swimmers. Lucy Hunter in 4, she's 14, and also 14-year-old in 8, Niamh Scott. So the 100, 113, 75, Lucy Hunter, she is the fastest qualifier, 14-year-old from Motherwell, 10:44.32. Times that the 14-year-olds have got to do, realistically, Lucy will be trying to get inside 10:32.1, which is the consideration time. She's got a lot to find to get a 10:09.80, which would give her a guaranteed swim. That's the 14-year-olds. Millie McDonald in lane 3. She's got to get a 10:11.60, 10:11.60 to get a consideration time. So she's got to find a big chunk from 10:47 to get down to that potential consideration time. Qualifying time is 9:51. For the rest of the swimmers, 10:33.10 is what they're looking for. If they can achieve that, that gets them a guaranteed swim. On McCarty, 13-year-old from Inverclyde, is well up there now. Consideration time is 10:58.60. Honor has a consideration time, but she'll be wanting to improve that and try and get a qualifying time. And she's well there at the 200 on a 2:34.66, just behind Lucy, 2:34.35.
So it is the 3 girls in the centre of the pool: Lucy Hunter, Charlotte Craig, Honor McCarty, leading the field after 200 metres. Honor and Lucy just have the lead there ahead of Charlotte. As you can see, they've got 11 more lengths to go, as the lap cards are showing them. Lucy Hunter turned there first, 3:13.55, 3:14 for Honor and 3:15 for Charlotte. As it is Lucy Hunter who has taken on the field. She has a wee advantage there, just about a body length, but Honor's not going to let her get away, and Charlotte is staying in touch with both of these girls. So 300 metres. The lead has changed. It's Honor McCarty, Lucy Hunter, Charlotte Craig. Long way to go though. So they're pacing just around 80 seconds per 100 metres at the moment. This is the middle of the race, so They'll know they've got 500 metres still to go. Well, less than that now, of course, as they're coming up to the turn. And it is still the 13-year-old from Inverclyde, Honor McCarty, I think, who's going to turn first. Or no, the lead has been taken back by Lucy Hunter. She turned 4:33.62, 4:34 for Honor and 4:36 for Charlotte. So let's have a look and see what's happening in behind those girls. Millie McDonald from Cumbernauld turns in 4th place there. Erin Lockery, the Stranraer Stingray swimmer, in 5th. But it is Lucy Hunter who is leading the field ahead of Honor McCarty by about a body length. See what happens here at the turn. 400 metres, halfway mark, 5:13.47, 5:14.92 for Honor. And Charlotte Craig in the middle of these two girls, 5:16.64. So at the moment, the pace is around about 10.5 minutes. So we could be looking at qualification times here if they keep the pace going. And I'll pass you over.
Yeah, Jack, as you're seeing, three girls all every chance of getting pretty close to 10.5 minutes.
They certainly, all three of them picked up the pace there, Robert.
Yeah.
That last 50.
This is looking promising for Lucy. 10:32.10 is what she's got to get inside to get a consideration time. The 1:09, I think we forget for the 14-year-olds, but she's certainly going well, Jackie, as we're getting to the 500 mark.
She is. She's going to turn first here. A couple of body lengths ahead of Honor McCarty, Robert, and Charlotte Craig in the middle of them. So a little bit slower coming down into the turn there.
Yeah, at the moment, Jackie, that just slightly under 80 seconds. So she's pacing literally almost bang on 10:30, just a smidgen over 10:30. So she just keeps this strong pace going, gets her a consideration time. On McCarty, a couple of seconds or so further back, she's got to stick with her. 10:33.10 is the time that she needs to get a guaranteed time for nationals.
So Lucy's turned first there at the 5:50 mark. Honor in second, and just falling back a little bit off the pace there, but still in third, Charlotte Craig.
Those of you here with us, you can see the scoreboard, 39.28 for Lucy, 39.40 for Honor. So they're pacing inside 80 seconds, so both girls are really putting a lot of effort in now, Jackie, to try and get inside that consideration qualifying times for the 14 and 13-year-old categories.
So it's the Motherwell Wishaw swimmer, Lucy Hunter, the 14-year-old. Turns first there. Honor McCarty had a good turn there. She's gained a wee bit of ground, I think, alongside Lucy. She's pulling away from Charlotte now, who I think had began to catch up on her on that last 50 there, Robert.
Yeah. Honor McCarty's entry time 10:52.68. She was second at the recent long course meet here. That's where that time comes from, if you're wondering. So she's second in this heat, but it's all about the time here, Jackie. 39.88 for Lucy with that split. Honor 40.52. Well, Honor's really got to get motoring in this last 150 if she wants to get that 10:33.10. I think Lucy will get a consideration time, but we don't want to preempt anything just with another 120, 130 metres to go.
So the girls are going to come up now, and they'll hear the bell. Lucy first, Honor second, and then Charlotte. They'll have 2 lengths to go after this. And Lucy is really motoring, as is Honor. And there we go, that's the bell for Lucy.
Well done, Lucy. I think you've nailed a consideration time. I don't want to preempt this, but you're certainly sub 10:30. Honour, just keep it going, Honour. Getting the legs going like the clappers now, Jackie. That arm's beginning to pull through, but Lucy's well clear.
Oh, I hear the come down to. Yeah, Honour's really beginning to close the gap there, Robert, by the looks of it,
Yeah.
I think.
Let's hope for a couple of 39s here on the split. Well, it's a 37. Well, Lucy certainly nailed a consideration time, and I think Honour will do likewise. 9:52.38. So Honour has got 40 odd seconds to do that last 50. So we've had some two cracking swims in this one, Jackie. Charlotte Craig's also had a good swim in third place. But it's about getting a qualifying time for Nationals today.
As Lucy Hunter comes in to finish her 800 metre freestyle this afternoon. In first place, 10:25.42. Honour McCarty, 10:30.03.
Well, Honour's big sister was pretty good at distance freestyle, and Honour keeps on the family tradition. She's got a qualifying time for Snags. Well done, and very well done to Lucy, and also cracking swim from Charlotte. 10:35.44, just misses out by a couple of seconds for a definite swim, but I think she's got a great chance of getting a swim with that very good consideration time. The girl from Ren 96. So most of the swimmers now coming home. Fourth time, Olivia Lynn, 11:13.39. Big improvement. She's only 12, so that's a big drop, Jackie, to get down almost 90 by about 50 seconds. Doesn't quite get a consideration time, which is 10:58.60, but she'll be pleased with that, I'm sure. Just the one swimmer left, that's Alice Adams, the girl from Cumbernauld, who managed to get in a reserve swim for this one. So
yeah, nice to hear her teammates cheering her on in the follows and stages for her.
Yeah, teammate Millie just in lane 3 beside her. And pretty well on her entry time, just a little bit out. That's now confirmed result. Well done to Lucy, well done to Honour, and a good time also for Charlotte getting a consideration time.
And we move on to Heat 2, Lane 0, Amy Rowell, City of Glasgow. 1, Megan McDonald, Stirling Swim. 2, Rosie Liston, City of Glasgow, teammate Daisy Gilday in Lane 3. 4, teammate Lucy Nimmo in Lane 5, and teammate Anna Campbell in Lane... Start that again. Lucy Nimmo is Lane 4, Anna Campbell Lane 5. Beg your pardon for that. Lisa McNair, Lane 6, Grangemouth. 7, Kayleen Chan, North Ayrshire. 8, Caitlin Morton, City of Glasgow. And 9, Kerry Sinnott, Bells Hill Shark. So the first 50, it's Anna Campbell, the 14-year-old from City of Glasgow. Lucy Nimmo following in behind her. And Rosie Liston in third. There is a long way to go here for the girls. See whether that changes, but at the moment it's 3 City of Glasgow girls leading the field as we come down to the first 100 metres. And it's going to be Rosie Liston, I think, turned first.
I would be saying yes, but you've only on the...
Lucy Nimmo actually just got the turn there. 1:10.00. Rosie Liston 1:10.06. and Anna Campbell 1:10.50. So just looking away from the pool for a moment, the results of event 201, that's the boys 11 to 13 200 metre IM. First place goes to Nikolai Sisnich, City of Glasgow. His teammate Aaron Machin in second place, and the Kintyre swimmer Angus Woods in third. Boys, your medals can be collected from the medals table, please. So let's go back to see what's happening in the pool. And it's Lucy Nimmo, Rosie Liston, Anna Campbell are your 1, 2 and 3. Still the 3 teammates from the City of Glasgow swim team out in front of the field. Behind them, Kerry Sinnott, the Bales Hill Shark swimmer, was in 4th there at the turn. We come down to 200 metres, and it will be Lucy Nimmo who turns first and Rosie Liston second. So no change there. In behind, Anna Campbell in third place. So let's just have a look at the times here for these girls. Lucy Nimmo 16. So she needs a time of 9:48.90. Qualifying at that age group, consideration time 10:08.50. So she'll be looking for those times this afternoon. Rosie Liston for, say, also 16 years of age. I beg your pardon. No, that's it. Okay. And Anna Campbell is 14. So her times qualifying 10:09.80, consideration 10:32.10 for SNAGs, which we will see coming up in a few weeks' time now, as the spring break is fast approaching for many of our swimmers this afternoon. So 300 metres completed, and it is Lucy Nimmo, Rosie Liston. Coming up alongside Anna Campbell now is Lisa McNair. And the turn there, it was Lisa McNair turning third, 3:53.85. So a little bit of a change, but Lisa hasn't got it all her own way, because it looks like Anna is trying to respond to that. But Lucy Nimmo continues to lead the field. Rosie Liston in second. Lisa and Anna make your third and fourth, and in behind them, Kerry Sinnott. Over in lane, nearer to me in lane 9. Still the 2 City of Glasgow swimmers in 1 and 2. Lisa McNair has moved herself about a body length ahead of Anna Campbell now, and is firmly into third place. See what she can do to close the gap between her and Rosie Liston. It's pretty significant. Both Rosie and Lucy have already turned at 400 metres, the halfway mark. 5:01.41 for Lucy, 5:03.59 for Rosie Liston, and Lisa turning there 5:12.23. Anna is in 4th place, and Kaylin Chan is up now into 5th place. Amy Rowell 6th, Megan McDonald 7, Kerry Sinnott 8. So it's Lucy Nimmo, Rosie Liston. These 2 girls have led the field from the start. Lisa McNair is firmly in third now. That's whether or not she can catch either of these City of Glasgow swimmers.
Not a distance that Lucy Nimmo will do very often. She's very strong in breaststroke. She's having a pretty good swim, Jackie, in this one. 500 metres 6:19.43. So pacing around 78 seconds, 79 seconds there.
So Robert will just update us in a moment with the anticipated finishing time for Lucy. But she's certainly looking very strong out there in the front of the field. Her teammate, it looks to me like the gap is actually opening up between her and Rosie quite significantly, because Lucy's going to turn now.
She's got a lot to do, Jackie, to get a chance of getting a consideration time. 16-year-old time is 10:08.50, and at the moment she's pacing just a little bit over that. You're really got to find something special in the last few hundred to get close to that 1:08. Rosie Liston also 16, so she's in. She's got even less chance of getting that 1:08 time, and they're well clear, as you say, Jackie. Lisa McNair in third place, 14-year-old from Grangemouth.
So Lucy Nimmo, Rosie Liston, Lisa McNair. Let's have a look and see what's happening in behind these three girls. Kaylin Chan, the North Ayrshire swimmer, has got herself up into fourth now. Amy Rowell, Megan McDonald in fifth. Anna Campbell sixth in behind them. 200 metres to go.
Taking a stab, Lisa McNair, 10:29.80 entry time. 10:32.10 is the consideration time. She's not going to get anywhere near the 10:09, but it'll be a question of can she improve that 10:29.80 to a better consideration time for the Grangemouth swimmer. Certainly she's finishing a little bit stronger than the two City Glasgow 16-year-olds. Bit like her older sister Susie comes through a bit later in the stages of an event. Lucy Nimmo coming down at the 700. So we're looking somewhere around 10:10 as a finish. You've got to find something special to get inside 10:08.50. Lisa McNair, 9:07.43, 13 seconds or so further back. So we're probably looking somewhere around 10:25-ish for Lisa in third place. Amy Rowell over the far side, 9:23. 10:38.42 for Amy. If she can try and improve that, that will also improve her consideration time for snags. As Lucy Nimmo's coming in, Jackie, with about 10 to go.
Okay. Yep, finishing this race, Lucy Nimmo. And there she goes, her time 10:08.40. Oh, she's just under the consideration time of 10:08.50, so she's got herself a consideration time there. In behind her, Rosie Liston and Lisa McNair. The two City of Glasgow swimmers pretty much led the race from the start, and then Lisa got herself in amongst the top three in the second half of the race, as the girls all come in to finish. Kerry Sennett coming in to finish in lane 9. Caitlin Morton in behind her. And the girls all finished there. Just wait for the results to be confirmed.
As you say, Jackie, that's 10:08.40. That just squeezes Lucy in with a chance of getting a swim. Got a consideration time Lisa McNair improving her consideration time by about 8 seconds. So our third heat has 0 Addison Cole from Hamilton Baths, 1 Heather Keller Dumfries. Scoreboard should show in lane 2 Rebecca Waters from Cumbernauld, who has the reserve swim. In 3 Alice Cumming from City Glasgow, 4 Eva Gordon Stirling Swim, 5 Hannah Edmondson City Glasgow. Her teammate Madeline Patterson is in 6, 7 Zoe Crawford Falker Cotter, and 8 and 9 Olivia Caldwell, Thea Glenn, both City of Glasgow. So whole mixture of ages here, 14, 15, 16 and 1 18-year-old. So realistically 9:51.10 is the 14-year-old time, right up to 9:43.50 for the 17 and overs. So none of these swimmers actually have confirmed times, so they'll be trying to get close to that if they can, try and get inside it or get at least consideration times or improve those. Hannah Edmondson 108.48 is going off very strongly. She's the only swimmer in that 17-18 category in this one.
Still Hannah Edmondson that leads here in the centre of the pool. Hannah, the 18-year-old from City of Glasgow, as I think Robert said there. She's going to turn ahead of fellow teammate Maddie Patterson and Alice Cumming, all 3 girls from the City of Glasgow swim team. But up in the middle of that there, I think we can all see from the centre, in the centre of the pool, Eva Gordon, the Stirling swimmer.
Yeah, she's the Western Strike Junior Open Water Champion. So she'll relish this distance event, Jackie. So we'll see how she does in the second half if she's in the mix.
Yeah, she'll be quite happy to be in this distance, Robert, I think, as it is still Hannah Edmondson, Alice Cumming second, and Madeline Patterson in third. So a little bit of a change for second and third there. But Thea Glenn, also City of Glasgow, lane 9, swimming well. She's in fourth, just ahead of Eva Gordon in lane 4. So as Robert said, a number of these girls already have consideration times for SNAGs. They'll be looking for that golden qualifying time this afternoon. Hannah Edmondson, Maddie Patterson, Alice Cumming. So Alice and Maddie having a bit of a toing and froing for second and third place there. But it is still the 18-year-old from City of Glasgow swim team who is leading this field as they come down to the turn at 300 metres. Eva Gordon's got herself back up into fourth, ahead of the 2 City of Glasgow swimmers in lane 8 and 9, Olivia Caldwell and Thea Glenn. So Hannah turns there, 3:37.48.
Well, she's certainly swimming a bit faster than her entry time, somewhere around the 9:50ish mark. 9:43.50 is the target if she wants a swim. For certain, that might probably be beyond her. But it's going pretty well, Jackie. Second place, Alice Cumming and Madeline Patterson pretty well together. Both 15-year-olds from City Glasgow. 9:51.10 or 10:11.60. Well, 10:11.60 should be well within their scope on their entry times. It's improving what they're already in with today and trying to get 9:51.10. They've really got to get going in the next couple of hundred metres and pull almost level with Hannah to give them a chance.
So the girls coming up to the halfway mark here. Alice Cumming has pulled in quite a bit of the lead that Hannah Edmonston had, and got herself firmly into second place. Madeline Patterson in third, Olivia Caldwell fourth, Thea Glenn fifth. All City of Glasgow swimmers here in those first 5 places.
Well, I think if anything's going to happen, Jackie, we'll have to get a change of leader here. Alice Cumming really beginning to get the bit between her teeth. Pacing at the moment for the leader is somewhere in the mid 950s. Alice Cumming really has to get something special in the second half of the race to get her inside that 9:51.10. She would literally be turning around about the 4:55 mark, so another 4:55 would give her virtually a negative split. Negative split being you swim the second half faster than the first half. That's literally what she's got to do.
Looks like we might be looking at perhaps a change of leader here, as Alice is coming up on the shoulders of Hannah. Can Hannah keep her at bay? She's certainly going to be able to going into the turn here. 6:09, but Alice has closed that gap. There was a 3-second gap between the girls at the last turn. That's now just about 1 second.
Yeah, we're virtually pacing around 10 minutes. So Alice has literally got to find 3 seconds on every 50 for the last 300. She's pacing round about 75, 76 seconds. So literally you've got to see that screen where the 37.50 against Alice on the board becomes something right 36, and it's not, it's 38.38, so it's actually slower. So well, she's closed that gap on Hannah. I don't think she's really going to improve very much, if anything, on the entry time 10:0080.
So Hannah's managing to keep Alice at bay. 600 metres, 7:26, 7:27. There really is not much between these two girls, with their teammate Madeline Patterson in third and Olivia Caldwell fourth. Hannah's managing to hold the attack by Alice. Managing to keep her at bay there. Still 200 metres to go, of course, as Hannah's going to turn first. There we go. 8:03.89. Oh, the gap has opened up between these two girls now. Alice had closed that, but it's now back to 2.5, nearly 3 seconds. Alice seems to close it coming down the way, and it opens back up, going back up the way. The pool isn't sloped, of course, but so here we go. Alice has got herself back on the shoulders of Hannah. As Hannah comes into the turn, she will hear the bell first. She turns, she's got 2 lengths to go. Alice right in behind her, 2 lengths to go. Their teammate Madeline Patterson in third. Olivia Caldwell right on the toes of Madeline Patterson. What can she do? Hannah has responded to the bell. She knows she's only got 2 lengths, and the gap is now opening up between her and Alice Cumming. Hannah is the oldest swimmer in this heat. Alice is 3 years younger than her. Hannah turns in first and heads for home. 9:19.03. The gap has opened up. There's now 3 seconds of a difference between the two girls. Again, Alice coming in turning their 9:22.16. Madeline Patterson managing to hold off Olivia Caldwell. Can she do so coming down the home length? But this is going to be Hannah Edmondson's race. She's led from the lead. She's from the off start, I beg your pardon. Held off the attack by Alice Cumming as Hannah Edmondson comes in to finish in a time of 9:56.26. Under her entry time, Alice Cumming 9:58.39, and Madeline Patterson holding off Olivia Caldwell into third place. Olivia finishing fourth there. Madeline Patterson's time 10:04.21. So Hannah still has her consideration time there. Alice Cumming.
Well, the bell for the reserve swimmer. Just another 100 to go for Rebecca Waters from Cumbernauld. Good that she's managed to get a swim in this. Nice wee improvement there for Alice, and Hannah also improving her time, but just missing out on an actual time for nationals. But Hannah, if nothing else, does improve the consideration time by a few seconds, Jackie, similar to Alice.
Yep, nice to hear Rebecca's teammates cheering her on to finish her 800 metres this afternoon. As Robert said, she had the opportunity to swim this, coming into the meet this afternoon as a reserve. And one of the the youngest swimmer in the water this afternoon in this heat.
Yeah.
She comes into the closing 10 metres of her race, still being cheered by her teammates. Lovely to hear that. Well done. Round of applause as Rebecca finishes her race there in a time of 12:10.93.
So the scoreboard not got the right swimmers, a couple of reserves. We'll go through this. 0, Lance McMahon, Helensburgh. 1, Matthew Jack, Renfrew Bass. 2 is Finlay Maurice, Inverclyde. 3, Angus Woods, Kintyre. 4, we have Caleb Geddes from Bellshill Sharks. 5, Hamish Maxwell, South Ayrshire. In lane number 6 we have Nicholas Sent from Wren 96. 7, Blake Herdman, Inverclyde. 8, Logan Muffet, Kirkentulloch and Kilsyth, and 9, Rhys McMillan, Renfrew Bass. 128s to 133s the times in this one. So it's Hamish 39.06 from Angus. The whole raft of swimmers hit the board. Third place through to 10th. A very strong swim we have from Hamish. South Ayrshire swimmer is 2 or 3 clear, as we've got about 20 or so to go. Angus Woods from Kintyre also going very nicely in second place. They're well clear of the rest. Rhys McMillan in the outside lane going well in line. This is a very, very comfortable victory for Hamish. So Hamish takes it, Angus in second. Let's see who's going to get third. Might be lane 1. Matthew Jack, who does it. Oh, board there. As far as I'm concerned, Matthew, I think, was third. Yep, there we have third place for Matthew, 131.41. Second place was Angus, 127.16. A nice 125.83 for Hamish. So don't worry too much. We've got two third places, but different times, and no position 8 showing on the board. But that'll get tidied up shortly, no doubt. So we'll be able to check some times for the boys for the breaststroke. 129.10 and 134.20 are the actual times to get times for snags. And that's the 13 and under category. The result appears to be confirmed. Hamish, Angus and Matthew.
And we move on to Heat 2. Lane 0, Craig Hartley, City of Glasgow. 1, Rory McCallum, Milngine Best 10. 2, Owen Lyle, Helensburgh. 3, Finlay Guidici, Renfrew Bath. 4, Tyler Morris, Stirling Swim. 5, Callum Trainer, Stirling Swim. 6, Keir Campbell, Grangemouth, his teammate Jacob Taylor in lane 7. Lane 8, Kieran Brown, City of Glasgow. And 9, Kenneth Trainer, East Kilbride. So we have a mixture of 16, we're aiming for 13 up to 16 years of age for the boys in the pool in this heat. So snags time here, as I think Robert's talked about, range 112.40 down to 129.10, starting at the older age group there. So at the turn, it was Owen Lyle in first, Rory McCallum second, and Keir Campbell in third. I think it's still Owen Lyle over there in that pink cap, over in lane 2. He is definitely being challenged by Rory McCallum, however, as they come into the closing stages. But Owen is managing to hold off Rory. As that pink cap comes in, he's going to finish first. Rory in second and Keir Campbell in third, I think. Yep, that's that on the board there. 122.74 for Owen Lyle, 123.91 for Rory McCallum, and 125.07 for Keir Campbell. Your 1, 2 and 3.
Zero, George Ziviniski from Stranraer Stingrays. 1, Fraser Gemmell, Grangemouth. 2, Luke Byron from Western Bartonshire. No one in 3. 4 is Nathan Finlay, Grangemouth. 5, Rory Calvert, his teammate. 6, Clark Maitland-Gill, Inverclyde. 7, Ryan Crabb, Ren 96. 8, Callan Forsyth, South Ayrshire, and teammate Effie Ugopuglu is in 9. So coming down to the halfway mark, strong start in lane 6, Clark Maitland Gill 36.45. 14-year-old from Inverclyde needs 1:28.30, which he's certainly got for a consideration. 1:23.70 is the actual qualifying time, and he actually has a qualifying time for this, 1:23.56. Coming through strongly is Luke Barron over in lane 2 to try and get into the mix, and Nathan Finlay as well. Very tight, Clark Maitland Gill. I think he's just going to hold on, and the second place, I think lane 4, Nathan Finlay, and third Luke Byron. 1:22.34 for Clark, so that improves his time. Nathan 1:22.60 and Luke 1:22.86. Ryan Crabb 1:23.49. He already had a time for Stags, so that no real change on that one.
So heat 4, lane 0, Joe Jameson, South Ayrshire. 1, Andrew Brackenridge, Cumbernauld. 2, Aidan Thompson, City of Glasgow. 3, Cameron McMillan, Renfrew Bath. 4, Aaron Machin, City of Glasgow. 5, Rhys Hamilton, Mulgine Bearsden. 6, Jimmy Lynn, Scotia, empty lane 7. 8, Dylan McShane, City of Glasgow. And 9, Finlay Byrne, Falkirk. So a couple of boys here already have qualifying. Cameron McMillan, Aaron Machin for Snags. Some boys' consideration times, and Finlay Byrne here is just outside the consideration time for his age, so he'll be looking to achieve that this afternoon. And at the turn there, it was Rhys Hamilton, Cameron McMillan, Dylan McShane were your 1, 2 and 3. Jimmy Lynn from Scotia in 4th. And it's Cameron McMillan who is leading the field here. Cameron already has a qualifying time. Cameron from Renfrew Bath. Battle going on for second place in behind him, however. All pretty tight there, but it may well be Aidan Thompson from City of Glasgow in second. Indeed it was there. And third, Rhys Hamilton. Times for the boys, 1:18.87. For Cameron McMillan, Aidan Thompson 1:21.73 and Rhys Hamilton 1:21.83.
So we have feet 5 now. Aidan Nixon, Belsill Sharks is 0. 1, Cameron Gill, Grangemouth, empty lane 2. 3, Fraser van der Meulen, Stirling Swim. 4, Clavius Singh, Scotia. 5, Harry Keogh, Ren 96. 6, Kerr Connolly, City Glasgow. 7, Luke Scott, Dumfries. 8, Finlay Cunningham, Ren 96. And 9, Oscar Mugan Sharrett from City Glasgow. So times in this one, 1:16 through to 1:19.9. Some swimmers in this already have qualifying times for Snags, so we'll try and look at some of the other ones if we can. Kerr Connolly well there, but he's one of the swimmers that have times. Harry Keogh in second place, going well. Fraser van der Meulen, another one who also has a qualifying time. Let's see who's going to take this. It's Fraser, Harry and Kyle. 1:16.20 is the one I'm really interested in. Harry Keogh. 1:16 dead as the qualifying time, so he just misses out, but improves his consideration time, does Harry.
So turning on to Heat 7, Lane 0, Aidan McCavish, Bowness. 1, Tyler Stewart, East Kilbride. 2, Bent Montgomery, Stirling Swim. 3, Marcus Blake, City of Glasgow. 4, Jack Doherty Simpson, Scotia. 5, Rory Webster, Dumfries. 6, Callum MacArthur, Milngavie and Bearsden. 7, Lewis Gibson, South Ayrshire. 8, Cameron Shaw, Grangemouth. And 9, Ewan Wardlaw from Hamilton Baths. So the boys are coming up to the 50-metre mark, and at the turn there, it's Rory Webster, 33.97. Rory's already qualified for SNAGs with his entry time, but it is pretty tight. Rory's certainly not having this all his own way. Lane 1, Tyler Stewart swimming well, Ben Montgomery alongside him. Looks to me like Tyler may just have the advantage as the boys come into the closing meters of their 100 metre. It's whether or not he can hold off Ben Montgomery. I think Ben's just going to take it at the touch there, and he does. 1:13.52. Tyler Stewart, 1:13.75. And then back over here in lane 7, Lewis Gibson, 1:13.79.
Final heat, Kyle Warren in 0. 1, Finlay Tang, both City of Glasgow. 2, Thomas Traynor. 3, Fraser McIntosh, Oxley Bride. 4, Lewis Gray, Inverclyde. 5 is Logan Vandermeulen, Stirling Swim. 6, Finlay Nelson, Dumfries. 7, Robbie Carlyle. 8, Luke Garrity from Inverclyde. Robbie Carlyle's Hamilton Bass. And 9, Craig Shaw from Lanark. Halfway mark, Lewis Gray, 33.76. A lot of these lads already have times. So really it's just practice in the pro, I think, for most of them here. One 1:12, 1:16 entry times for some of the older lads, and they're all in, a lot under that. Lewis Gray 1:11.43, Fraser McIntosh 1:12.02, Thomas Traynor 1:12.04. Most of these times all much slower than the entry times.
So just a couple of results here. Event 202, the girls 11 to 13, 800 metre freestyle. First place, Honor McCarty, Inverclyde. Charlotte Craig, Ren 96 in second. And Daisy Gilday, City of Glasgow in third. Girls 14-year-olds, Olivia Caldwell, City of Glasgow. Lisa McNair, Grangemouth. Lucy Hunter, Motherwell, Wishaw, 1, 2 and 3. 15-year-old girls, Alice Cummings, City of Glasgow. Madeline Patterson, City of Glasgow. Heather Kellock, 1, 2 and 3. First, 16-year-old, first place, Lucy Nimmo, City of Glasgow, with her teammate Rosie Liston in second and Thea Glenn third. And the girls 7 to 18 age bracket, Hannah Edmonston, City of Glasgow first, and Kerry Sinnott, Bells Hill Shark second. And we move on to event 204. It's now the turn of the girls with the 100 metre breaststroke. We have 7 heats, and this is heat 1. Lane 0, Grace Blair, Falkirk Otter. 1, Madison Smith, South Ayrshire. 2, Lula Milne, City of Glasgow. 3, Casey Dixon, Rutherglen. 4, Amy Dobson, Kingston. 5, Evie Chan, North Ayrshire. 6, Amber Hinton, Dumfries. 7, Ava Steele, Falkirk. 8, Ruby McInnes, North Ayrshire. And 9, Kayla Smith, City of Glasgow. So it's probably no surprise to see Evie Chan. They're in lane 5. No, I beg your pardon. I'm going to correct myself there. Amber Hinton is leading the field, 41.95. Evie Chan in second, 42.90 at the turn there. My apologies to the girls. But Evie is certainly coming up alongside Amber Hinton now, as is Grace Blair over in lane 0. She looks like she may actually have the advantage. Difficult at this angle just to confirm that. But Amber Hinton is managing just to hold Evie Chan at bay there. But Grace Blair, can she keep these two girls in second and third place? I'm not sure she's going to, as Amber Hinton finishes first, Evie Chan second, and Grace Blair in third. 129.04 for Amber Hinton, 129.65 for Evie, and 129.88 for Grace Blair. So Grace has got herself a consideration time for this event at SNAGs. Evie already had a consideration time. Okay, so we move on to heat 2. So I've just been notified of a couple of reserves now swimming in this heat. Lane 0, Rowan McDonald, Kilmarnock. Lane 1 is Olivia Russell from Cumbernauld. Lane 2, Erin Ferris, Cumbernauld. 3, Rachel McGavin, Hamilton Bath. 4, Amelia Pregale, Bells Hill Shark. 5, Chloe Semple, Rutherglen. 6, Katie Gaffney, Rutherglen. 7, Lucy Robinson, City of Glasgow. 8, Emily Chong, City of Glasgow. And 9 is Erin Faulkner from Bells Hill Shark. And it was Emily Chong there at the halfway mark, leading the field in lane 8, and then all the way over to lane 0, Rowan McDonald in second, and Katie Gaffney in third. This Rowan McDonald, I think, may well have the lead. But we need to keep an eye on Emily Chong.
Just clarifying, the swimmers in 0 and 9 are the other way around to what Jackie had. We have, we'll finish it off. On you go, Jackie.
So it's pretty tight as we come into the closing stages of this race. 3 girls fighting for first place here. It's going to be Emily, 126.69, Erin Ferris, 127.38, and in third place, Rowan McDonald, 127.71.
We believe that Olivia Russell was actually swimming in lane 9, the reserve, and Erin Faulkner was in lane 0, and lane 0 was disqualified for technical infraction, Jackie, in that last heat. So we believe that would be Erin from Bells Hill.
We move on to Heat 3. Lane 0, Katie Watson, City of Glasgow. 1, Ailey Melrose, Inverclyde. 2, Ella Cunningham, City of Glasgow. 3, Katie Gillis, Renfrew Bath. 4, Leah Rafferty, Western Bartonshire. 5, Sky Buchanan, City of Glasgow. 6, Millie Colvin, Dumfries. 7, Hannah Anderson, Hamilton. 8, Lucy McLeod, Grangemouth. And 9, Ava Brackenridge from Cumbernauld. Doesn't look like there's a lot in this at that as the girls come into the 50-meter mark. Beginning to separate out here. Lane 9 in second place there, just behind Sky Buchanan in lane 5, and Millie Colvin in lane 6 in third place. 40.37, 40.72, 40.88 for those three girls. So not much to separate them. As it's the City of Glasgow swimmer, Sky Buchanan, just has the advantage. Well, the final 15 metres to go, I beg your pardon. But she is being challenged. Ella Cunningham is moving through very fast and has got herself into first place. Can she hold off Katie Gillis and Sky Buchanan? And she does. Finishes there in a time of 1:26.59. Sky Buchanan 1:27.08 and Millie Colvin 1:27.46. Now your 1, 2 and 3. Board just clearing to confirm that. There we go. Ella Cunningham, Sky Buchanan, Millie Colvin. And Heat 4, Lane 0, Gina Wren, City of Glasgow. 1, Olivia McNally, Inverclyde. 2, Emma Chambers, Cumbernauld. 3, Anna Dixon, Kingston. 4, Zuzia Smith, Grangemouth. 5, Daisy McInnes, City of Glasgow. 6, Victoria Weir, Falkirk Otter. 7, Joanna Calder, Milngavie Bearsden. 8, Hannah Lindsay, Hamilton Bath. And 9, Eve McEllam from East Kilbride. I think it's the centre of the pool there. City of Glasgow swimmer Daisy McInnes and Victoria Weir from Falkirk Otter were your 1 and 2 at the 50 metre, 37.53, 38.04. So really a not lot in between these two. As Daisy McInnes has come well out of the turn there, and she does have the advantage over the rest of the field. Victoria Weir trying to get back on par with her, however. Need to look over to Anna Dixon. She's swimming well, the Kingston swimmer there. Anna is in lane 3. And she is definitely challenging Daisy McInnes, but I think Daisy's going to hold her as Daisy comes into first place, followed by Anna Dixon, and in third place, Victoria Weir. Daisy's time 1:21.40. 1:22.69 and 1:23.27 for the three girls, respectively, subject to the official confirmation. Just wait for the board to clear for us there. There we go, confirming those results as we move on to Heat 5. As I said, this is now Heat 5, Lane 0, Rebecca Strachan, City of Glasgow. 1, Tara Montgomery, Stirling Swim. 2, Evie Judge, Kintyre. 3, Iona Henderson, Rutherglen. 4, Cara White, Wren 96. 5, Kezia McCappin, Falkirk Otter. 6, Ailey MacArthur, Milngavie Bearsden. 7, Louise Connell, City of Glasgow. 8, Molly Irvin Watson, Dumfries. And 9, Kimberly Willis, South Ayrshire. And it is the Milngavin Bears Den swimmer, Ailey MacArthur. Is going to take the field into the halfway mark. 50 metres in first place, 37.82. Iona Henderson in second, 38.73. And Molly Irvin Watson, 39.79 in third. So can Ailey MacArthur keep the rest of the field at bay? As we come down to about 25 metres to go, she still appears to be in the lead and holding them off. But Iona Henderson is coming through very fast there. I think she may well just take the lead here, ahead of Ailey MacArthur, but no, Ailey's coming back and responding, and it is going to be the Milngavin Bears Den swimmer, finishing there in first, 1:23.15. Louise Connell in second, 1:24.51. And Iona Henderson, 1:24.73. So the board will clear and confirm those results in just a few moments, hopefully. And there we are. Ailey MacArthur, Louise Connell, and Iona Henderson, 1, 2, and 3.
Time there for Cara White was actually Hannah McCaig, the South Ayrshire swimmer who was in there as a reserve. They had actually improved on her entry time. So we have an empty lane 5, however a couple of reserves. In lane 1 we have Inga Cummings from South Ayrshire. 1 is Eva Ross, City Glasgow. 2 is Sophia McGinley from Cumbernauld. 3 Alice Cumming, City Glasgow. 4 Millie Barton, Belshill Sharks. 5 is empty. 6 Lexine McCappin, Falkirk Cotter. 7 Mirren Gibb, Dumfries. 8 Sue Matchett from North Ayrshire, and 9 Niamh Quinn from Kintyre. Might be lane 6, Lexine McCappin and the Black Cap of Falkirk. Not quite, but just a fraction behind Belshill swimmer Millie Barton. A distinct red cap from Belshill. Alice Cumming having a busy afternoon, having done that 800. With the mix. Eva Ross over the far side, make a late charge. However, it is the Falkirk lass, Lexine McCappin, who's struck the front and looks strong enough to take this. So he match it with a late surge as well from lane 8. But this is going to be Lexine's Niamh Quinn, the Kintyre lasses, flying at the end. And Eva Ross, it's very tight. Lexine, Eva, and is it going to be Molly? Just in third from the fast finishing Niamh in lane 9. Lexine McCappin, 1:21.34, improves her entry time. Millie Barton, 1:22.91, and in third place. In fact, Eva Ross was second by Polly Millie third. Eva Ross, 1:21.51, also improves her time a wee bit.
And we're on to the final heat of event 204. Lane 0, Kira Hart, Scotia. 1, Ava Kirkham, Grangemouth. 2, Caris Mooney, City of Glasgow. 3, Perry Scobie, Stirling Swim. 4, Ailey Robertson, South Ayrshire. 5, Catriona Stewart, West Dunbartonshire. 6, Evie Mackey, Lanark. 7, Leah Bullock, East Kilbride. 8, Brooke Rogerson, Dumfries. And 9, Katie Broadfoot, South Ayrshire. And it's the South Ayrshire swimmer, Ailey Robertson. Turns first there, closely followed by the West Dunbartonshire swimmer, Catriona Stewart. And from Stirling Swim, Perry Scobie in third. So Ailey Robertson, as I think we would have expected, out in front at the moment. She's got about half a body length advantage from Perry Scobie. Catriona Stewart still in third, but she is being challenged by Evie Mackey in lane 6 there. But this is going to be Ailey Robertson's race. She's going to finish first, Perry Scobie second, and indeed Evie Mackey got herself up there into third ahead of Catriona Stewart. So you're 1, 2 and 3, Ailey Robertson 1:15.71, Perry Scobie 1:17.35, Evie Mackey 1:18.01. Just wait for the board to confirm those results. And there we are as we move on to our next event. Event 205, the boys 50 metre freestyle for the age group 14 to 18.
Don't worry about the scoreboard, we're just tidying things up behind the scenes. Here we are, we have runners and riders for our next event. 53, heat 1. So 50 splash and dash, 0 to 9, Finlay Bennett, Clark Maitland Gill, George Sabiniski, Cameron Beck, Rory McCallum, Jason Dixon, Adam Merrick, Riley Griffin, Kyle Connolly and Aaron Russell. Middle lanes perhaps, Rory McCallum, Jason Dixon, also going very well in lane 8, Kyle Connolly. And I think it might be lane 5, Jason Dixon, not quite, Rory McCallum, Jason Dixon and Anna Merrick, 27.46, 27.62 and 28.14 for Adam.
Heat 2, lane 0, Isaac Millmans, Callan Forsyth, Reuben Pearson, Adam Money, James Stewart, Hamish Maxwell, Joe Carty, Kyle Mossman, Keir Campbell and Max Miller. Not really a lot between the boys at this stage. I think it's all going to come down largely to the touch. The closing stages here, all pretty tight, but I think maybe lane 3, Adam Money. Yep, he gets first there, 27.91. Joe Carty, 27.92. And Hamish Maxwell in lane 5 in third place, the time of 28.11. Just look for that to be confirmed. There we go. That's the finishing order for Heat 2.
Heat 3, Fraser van der Meulen, Fraser McCulloch, Luke Garrity, Jimmy Lynn, Callum Ferguson, Craig Shaw, Finlay Cunningham, Aaron Dunn, Nathan Dilly, and Ewan Wardlaw is the reserve in 9.
It's been picked up there, so as long as that's working, we know we've got a good signal.
So low 28s for this one, and it's Finlay in lane 6. I think it's going to take this one. No, well, almost. Jimmy Lynn 27.49, 27.54 for Finlay, and third Callum Ferguson 27.95. Michael Winship, Ross McGee, Ewan Watson, Abby Mufti, Caden McLaughlin, Rory Webster, Matthew Martin, Callum Logie, Guy Pelosi and Yusuf Ibrahim. Oh, can the birthday boy tomorrow do the business? Rory Webster in 5, he's given it everything. Caden McLaughlin perhaps in lane 4, also well there in 2, 1 Ross McGee. Well, Rory Webster did get there, 26.54. Caden McLaughlin 26.71 and 26.74 in lane 6, Matthew Martin.
Heat 5 from lane 0 through to 9, Lachlan Small, Alexander Kloska, one of our reserves, Adam Hill, Andrus Posmic, Cole Morrison, Ewan Mitchell, Callum McLaughlin, Tom Jeffords, Keir Sampson and Fraser Cowie. All pretty tight here for these boys. Their entry time's all 27 around, but it's the centre of the pool there, I think. In fact, no, it's Lachlan Small, way over in lane 0. My apologies, 26.50. Centre of the pool, we saw Cole Morrison and Ewan Mitchell in 2nd and 3rd. Lachlan's time there, 26.50. Cole, 26.65. Ewan Mitchell, 26.72.
Heat 6, Lex Garrett, Benji Jeffrey, Callum Traynor, Ben Caldwell, Rhys Edwards, Kyle Wong, Lewis Hussein, Kai Connolly, Dean Bergatti and Kyle Harper. Very strong start in lane number 5. Kyle Wong well there. Dean Bergatti and 8 coming through. Kyle Wong, Rhys Edwards and That's the 1-2. Kellen Reese, 26.37, 26.75. Third place, Benji Jeffries over in lane 1, 26.82.
And heat 7, lane 0, Ethan Stewart, Blair McKean, Connor Stewart, Jack Doherty-Simpson, Callum MacArthur, Ben Montgomery, Lewis Gray, Harris Japp, Gregor Skinner and Ewan McLeod. So let's keep an eye on what's going on here. Probably the centre, I think. Lane 5, lane 4, I beg your pardon. Ooh, very tight there it was. Callum MacArthur, Connor Stewart in second, Jack Doherty-Simpson in third, 25.90 for Callum MacArthur, 26.11 Connor Stewart and 26.37 for Jack Doherty-Simpson. Results confirmed.
Yeah. Final heat, Alex Black, Marcus Blake, Logan van der Molen, Dylan Cashmore, Greer van der Molen, Finlay Nelson, Cameron Shaw, Ben King, Finlay Zhang and Max Pelosi. Dylan Cashmore, Greer van der Molen, I think it's going to be Greer, Dylan, anybody's for third, Ben King maybe not, Ben King fourth. Greer van der Molen 24.55, Dylan Cashmore 24.72, Logan van der Molen 25.40, touching out Ben King for fourth.
So we will be moving on to event 206. This is the girls 14 to 18 50 metre freestyle. We have 8 heats this afternoon. Note the birthday girl Imogen Barrett is in lane 0 in the first heat. So heat 1, event 206, lane 0, Imogen Barrett, Emily Dawson, Alana Wilson, Victoria Lewinska, Jocelyn McKenzie, Katie Gillis, Ava Gallagher, Lucy Robinson, Lisa McNair and Iona Hickson. And it's lane 4, Jocelyn McKenzie from Mulgai and Bearsden, I think, who's going to touch in first place here as the girls come into the end of their race. 29.78 for Jocelyn. Ava Gallagher 30.23 in second and Alana Wilson 30.37 in third. So that's the results confirmed there, and we'll move on to heat 2.
Thank you, Jackie. 0 to 9. Inga Cummings, Erin Collins, Amy Watson, Chloe Semple, Emma Binney, Lexine McCappin, Olivia McNally, Kira Hart, Olivia Caldwell, not Scarlett Wilson on the board. It's Megan McDonald from Stirling in lane 9. At the moment, it's Emma Binney, I think, in 4. Emma Binney, Olivia McNally in 6. Between them, Lexine McCappin. Not quite. I did get Emma Binney right, but rest all over the place. 29.85 for Emma. Chloe Semple took second. 30.27. Lexi McCappin 13.28. Well, it was pretty close.
Oh, that's good. It looks like it, yeah. And heat 3, lane 0, Victoria Weir, Abigail Crawford, Sophia McGinley, Ava Ross, Rose McDermott, Victoria Niven, Kira Finlayson, Anna Campbell, Joanna Calder, and Emily Chong. A lot of City of Glasgow swimmers in this, against Milngavie, Bearsden, Falkirk, Otto and Cumbernauld. And it's going to be lane 4. Who's going to finish first there? Rose McDermott, 29.30. Ava Ross in second, 29.58. And Kira Finlayson, 30.14. As we wait for the scoreboard to clear and confirm those results for us. There we go. Rose McDermott, Ava Ross and Kira Finlayson, 1, 2 and 3.
So heat 4, Anna McCulloch, Evelyn Coyle in 0 and 1. 2 is actually Rebecca Strachan from City Glasgow. 3 Lucy McLeod. 4 Ella Dobson. 5 Georgia Dickey. 6 Susia Smith. 7 Erin McLaughlin. 8 Erin Coulter and 9 Amelia McCluskey. It's Ella Dobson in 4. It looks as she's got this one wrapped up. Georgia Dickey, Susia Smith. Is that the 1, 2, 3? Not quite. Got the 1, 2, didn't get the 3. Amelia McCluskey in lane 9 takes third. 30.36. Ella Dobson 29.22. 29.95 Georgia Dickey. And Amelia in third.
And heat 5, lane 0, Abby Barnstable, Emma Creaney, Sophie Steele, Holly Hopkin, Cara Grumble, Kaylin Chan, Lauren Stewart, Addison Cole, Daisy McInnes and Honor McGeehan. Not a lot between those girls at the moment as they go into the closing stages of this. I think it's going to be lane 4. Cara Grumble, no, just at the touch there. Sophie Steele in lane 2 in first place, 29.51. Cara Grumble, 29.54. And Abby Barnstable, 29.98. And the board will confirm that there. Sophie Steele, Cara Grumble, Abby Barnstable, 1, 2 and 3. And heat 6, lane 0, Sophie Allison, empty lane 1, 2, Tara Montgomery, Emily Dickens, Evie Judge, Anna Lee, Rebecca Cole, Hannah Lockington, Rosie Liston and Catherine Simpson. Girls all swimming well there. Really challenging to see who's just got the lead here, but it looks like it's lane 3. Emily Dickens, 28.82, Anna Lee in lane 5, 29.33, and in between them, the Kintyre swimmer Evie Judge in a time of 29.73. You're 1, 2, and 3 there. We'll move on to the penultimate heat of this event. And this is Heat 7, empty lane 0. 1, Emma McGavin, Kirsty Gilmore, Keisha McCormack, Emma Leggett, Brooke Rogerson, Caitlin Frame, Emma Miller, Caris Mooney, and Perry Scobie. It's like a good start there from Perry Scobie in lane 9. I think she may have the advantage there. Challenging to tell. No, it's back over into the centre of the pool. Lane 6, Caitlin Frame in first, Emma McGavin second, and Emma Leggett in third. And the final heat of this event, lane 0, Timea Schultz, empty lane 1, 2, Millie Colvin, Zoe Crawford, Catriona Stewart, Millie MacArthur, Tiana Greenshields, Anna Chechenko, Molly Irvin Watson, and Amy Harkness. Catriona Stewart looks to be swimming well there in lane 4. I think she has got the lead and she's going to take this. Alongside her, Millie MacArthur in second, and in lane 8, Molly Irvin Watson in third. 29.35 for Molly, 28.54 for Millie, and Catriona finishes in a time of 27.88. So while our officials sort the backstroke ledges for the event 207, that will be the boys 11 to 18 200 metre backstroke. There are 6 heats of that event, and we'll get started shortly, but just some results. Event 203, the boys 11 to 13 100 metre breaststroke. In first place, Aaron Machin, City of Glasgow. Second, Ryan Crabby, Ren 96, and third, Tyler Morris, Stirling Swimming. Boys 14-year-olds, event 203, first place, Fraser van der Meulen, Stirling Swim. Second, Carl Connolly, City of Glasgow, and third, Cameron McMillan, Renfrew Bath. Boys 15-year-old 100 metre breaststroke. First place, Lewis Gibson, South Ayrshire. Second, Craig Shaw, Lanark, and third, Callum MacArthur, Milngavin, Bearsden. 16-year-olds, Thomas Trainer, East Kilbride, Logan van der Meulen, Stirling Swim, Luke Garrity, Inverclyde, 1, 2, and 3. And in the 17 to 18-year-olds, Lewis Gray, Inverclyde first, Fraser McIntosh, East Kilbride second, and Bent Montgomery, Stirling Swim in third. So as I said, we've now moved on to event 207, This is the 200 metre backstroke for the boys from 11 through to 18. 6 heats, and this is heat 1. In lane 0, Theo Sterica from South Ayrshire. 1, Daniel Letham, Cumbernauld. 2, Ollie Jeffords, Ren 96. 3, Kenneth Trainer, East Kilbride. Empty lane 4. 5, Aaron Russell, Bells Hill Shark. 6, Blair McCarroll, South Ayrshire. 7, Samuel Ruff, City of Glasgow. 8, Jack Kivlahan, Ren 96. And 9, Samuel McEwen from Cumbernauld. And it's Aaron Russell, the 14-year-old from Bells Hill Shark, who's taken an early lead here at the 50 metre mark, turning 37.66. Kenneth Trainer from East Kilbride, 38.08 in second, and Daniel Letham from Cumbernauld, the 12-year-old, 39.89 in third. The East Kilbride swimmer, Kenneth Trainer, has taken the lead now from Aaron Russell, and will come into the halfway mark as the leader, turning there for Kenneth in a time of 1:20.42. Aaron Russell 1:21.46, and it's the Cumbernauld swimmer Daniel Letham in third, 1:24.09. So what can Kenneth do here to keep Aaron at bay and keep his position ahead of the field as the boys come into the final turn? Kenneth looks to me like he still has the lead. He's about a body length ahead of Aaron Russell. And Kenneth turns and head for home. 2:02.19. Pace there 41.77. A little bit faster down that last 50. Aaron Russell 2:04.68. And Blair McCarroll in third, 2:08.67. As Kenneth Trainer moves away from the rest of the field. This is his race. Bells Hill Shark swimmer Aaron Russell, I think, will hold on to second. It's just whether or not third place, Daniel Letham. I think he's going to hold that as Kenneth Trainer comes in to finish in first place, 2:44.50. Aaron Russell second, and Daniel Letham 2:51.70. Oh, just touched ahead of Blair McCarroll, 2:51.71. Very close there for third place. And we move on to Heat 2, Lane 0, Cameron Beck, Inverclyde. 1, Murray Johnson, Ren 96, and his teammate James Carraher swims in Lane 2. 3, Angus Woods, Kintyre. 4, Ansh Chudwani, Ren 96. 5, Jack Trainer, Hamilton Bath. 6, Aidan Thompson, City of Glasgow. 7, Stephens Nushjuk, Stranraer Stingrays. 8, Blair Wilson, Stirling Swim, and 9, Ewan Nielsen from Cumbernauld. And it's Ansh Chudwani turning first there, 35.18. Lane 9, Ewan Nielsen, 36.69, and Angus Woods, 37.15. You're 1, 2 and 3 after 50 metres. As the Ren 96 swimmer continues to lead the field. Angus Woods in second, travelling all the way from Campbelltown for this weekend's meet. It is the Ren 96 swimmer who's going to turn first at the halfway mark. Lane 9, Ewan Nielsen in second and Angus Woods. So the running order hasn't changed from the first 50 metres. So the oldest swimmer here is Ange Tawani, 17-year-old from Ren 96. His entry time 2:39.10. Up to the entry time's up to 2:45.30. That's from Ewan Nielsen. That was his entry time. And he's in third place there at the 150 mark. Murray Johnson, also from Ren 96, haven't got himself into second. As the boys have all turned and are heading for home. But it is the 17-year-old from Ren 96. He is being challenged by the Kintyre swimmer Angus Woods. And I think that's the issue here. You'll see that there is no time recorded for Angus at the 150. I don't think Murray was in second. But it is going to be Ange Tawani finishing first, Angus Woods second. Bit of a battle, but Murray Johnson over in lane 1 in third place. So Ange Tawani 2:36.29, Angus Woods 2:37.31, and Murray Johnson 2:39.90. We'll just wait for that to be confirmed for us as the swimmers are leaving the pool, ready for the next heat. There we go, that's your finishing order. Ange Tawani, Angus Woods, Murray Johnson 1, 2 and 3.
We'll give Jackie a wee break for 10 minutes since she's been doing a lot of hard work. I'll also give you a wee update on rule changes, recent FINA rule changes when this event's underway. So 30 has 0 Rowan Pearson, Bexhill Sharks, 1 Nathan Finlay, Grangemouth, 2 Ian Watson, Renfrew Bass, 3 Joe Carty, City Glasgow, 4 is an empty lane, 5 Lucas Craw, Rutherglen, 6 Campbell McLean, City Glasgow, 7 James Stewart, Scotia, 8 Max Miller, Western Bartonshire, and 9 Cole Murphy from City Glasgow. Times in this one range from 2:33 to 2:38. Just coming back to a few rule changes that came in as of a couple of weeks back. On the backstroke, when the swimmers come into the finish, you'll see those red flags 5 metres out. Swimmer previously, when they were finishing the race, a part of their body had to be above the water, whether it was the big toe or a knee or whatever. Now, when the head goes beyond that 5 metre flag, all of the body can be submerged at the finish, but they must have passed that 5 metre mark, but they can then be totally submerged at the finish. So that's the rule change. It's only at the finish. They can't do that at the normal turns. So we may see some of the swimmers doing something a wee bit clever if they can maximise that new rule in the fullness of time. So a good start over on the far side. Ruben Pearson going well, as is the Western Bartonshire 40-year-old Max Miller. They're very prominent. And in 3, Joe Carty up with the mix. So 150 to go. It's Max, I think, just with the advantage from Joe. And opposite says the pool, Ruben Pearson, Cole Murphy. So Max Miller has half a second or so advantage, still maintaining a good rhythm down the final stretch. It's pretty close between the two lads. Faster arm action from Joe, and that's just getting him into the lead, I think, in the final 15 metres. So I think it's going to be advantage Joe at the end from Max. Very close for third. That's the 1-2, and it could be the Scotia swimmer. Oh, well, it was the Scotia swimmer. In fact, a dead heat. Ruben over on the far side just also came in along with James Stewart. Just wait for those positions. We've got a couple of second places and a couple of third places, so it looks like we've got it now. Joe and Max as it was, and it was James Stewart in lane 7 who's just got up to get third place, and a joint fourth Ruben and Campbell a 10th further back. So that was it. We move on to the fourth heat. So in 0, Finlay Gudici, Renfrew Bass. 1, Adam Hill, Stirling Swim. 2, Kel Mosman, City Glasgow. 3, Caleb Geddes, Wellsall Sharks. 4, Seamus Barbary, East Kilbride. 5, Michael Winship, City Glasgow's teammate Jude Mowbray. 6, and Aaron Dunn. 7, 8 is Finlay Watson, East Kilbride, and an empty lane in lane number 9. 2:29 to 2:32 is the range of times in this one. Pretty level on this near side. Finlay Watson, Aaron Dunn, Jude Mowbray all pretty close. Over on the far side in lane 1, Adam Hill with Kyle Mossman in 2. And it's over the other side of where we are, lane 2, with the advantage Adam Hill, Kyle Mossman now coming through. And on this near side, Finlay Watson, East Kilbride swimmer going well in lane 8. That might just be Finlay with the advantage from Kyle and Adam. Halfway mark. Finlay, Adam and Kyle turn together. Adam just with the marginal advantage. Jude Mowbray in 4th. Callum Geddes, Red Capel, Bergshill and Rain 3 making a move on this penultimate 50. All to play for. Finlay Watson, East Kilbride in 8. Adam Hill in lane 1 from Stirling. City Glasgow's Kyle Mossman in lane 2. Still pretty close. Jude Mowbray not out of it either for one of the minor places, but it's advantage with Finlay still. He's opened up a 2-second advantage and going well in lane 8. Adam Hill from Stirling is pulled clear over on that far side, but I don't see him catching Finlay now. Finlay well clear. There's still a good body length between the two. So Finlay Watson, strong finish. And Finlay's going to take this heat. Adam in 2nd and Kyle in 3rd. Winning time is 2:26.77, 2:28.55 and 2:30 exactly for Kyle. So good swims, lads, and improved on their entry times, and hopefully that gets you times for Scottish Nationals. 2:26.90. Finlay Watson gets inside that 2:26.90, so that's a cracking swim, Finlay, well done.
And we move on to Heat 5, Lane 0, Fraser van der Meulen, Sterling Swim. 1, Ewan Mitchell, East Kilbride. 2, Ethan Collins, Bells Hill Shark. 3, Rory Hall, Milngavie Bearsden. 4, Jake Ferguson, Grangemouth. 5, Nikolai Cisnet, City of Glasgow. 6, Ewan MacLeod, Lanark. 7, Fraser Cowie, South Ayrshire. His teammate Rory Duncan in lane 8. And their teammate Lewis McCarroll in lane 9. So after the first 50 metres, it's the Bells Hill Shark swimmer, Ethan Collins, turning first, 32.69, I beg your pardon. Jake Ferguson in behind him, and Ewan Mitchell in lane 1 in third place. So the boys come down to the halfway mark. It is still Ethan Collins, the 14-year-old from Bells Hill Sharks, who is leading the field here. It's pretty difficult to say who's in second, but I think it may well be Jake Ferguson, just ahead of Ewan Mitchell. We'll wait to see what happens there. In fact, it's Nikolai Cisnet in third place. So Ethan Collins, Jake Ferguson and Nikolai Cisnet at the halfway mark with a 1, 2 and 3. Jake Ferguson, Nikolai Cisnet looking to get themselves up alongside Ethan Collins. They're certainly closing the gap with him, but I think Ethan may well hang on to the lead at the turn here. In fact, no, it goes to Jake Ferguson with Ethan in behind him, and Nikolai, Ethan Collins and Nikolai Cisnet in second place, joint second at the turn there. So it's all to happen in this final 50 metres. 25 metres now. Oh, Nikolai Cisnet, I think, may just have the lead in front of Jake Ferguson and Ethan Collins. As Nikolai begins to move away, is about half a body length lead here coming into the finish, and it's Nikolai Cisnet 2:24.24. Jake Ferguson in second and Ethan Collins in third. So as the swimmers are asked to leave the pool, just waiting for the board to clear to confirm the results. All right, right. So the officials are just sorting out.
Just give you some results. The girls 11-13 breaststroke. First Amber Hinton, Dumfries, Eva Chan second, North Ayrshire, third Grace Blair, Falkirk. 14-year-olds, Evie Mackey from Lanark, Daisy McInnes, City Glasgow, Eva Ross, City Glasgow. 15-year-olds, Millie Barton, Bells Hill Sharks, second Victoria Weir, Falkirk Otter, and third Niamh Quinn, Kintyre. 16-year-olds, Ellie Robertson, South Ayrshire, Perry Scobie, Stirling Swim, and 3 Caris Mooney, City Glasgow. 17-year-olds, Catriona Stewart, Western Bartonshire, Leah Bullock, East Kilbride, Lexine McCappin, Falkirk Otter. That's you up to date with results so far.
Awesome. That's fine.
Sixth and final heat. 0, Kai Connolly, City Glasgow 1, Robbie Carlisle from Hamilton Bass. 2, Logan van der Molen, Stirling Swim. 3, Adam Scott, Ray 96. 4, Greer van der Molen, Stirling Swim. 5, Jack Simpson, East Kilbride. 6, Fergus Curry, Mulgine Bearsden. We've an empty lane in 8. In 7, 8 is Gregor Skinner, Boness. 9, Luke Scott, Dumfries. A strong start, Jack Simpson, Fergus Curry. 200s between them. Adam Scott and the 2 Van der Molens, not that far behind. So coming up to halfway, still as you were, Jack and Fergus, and that gap's now 1500s, pretty tight though. The 2 Van der Molen boys still well there along with Adam Scott. It's Jack Simpson just trying to put a bit of daylight between the whole field, but there's 5 of them in the mix here. Greer getting to work now, and it's still Jack as we reach the final turn. He's got a bit of body length advantage. He's opened up a second or so over Fergus and Greer, Adam and Logan, 4 and 5. Now can Jack keep this momentum going? Greer van der Molen coming back at Adam Scott now out of it, but Jack Simpson's hanging on here, and he is hanging on as here Greer van der Molen comes through very strongly at the death. Greer van der Molen with a late surge. It's Greer van der Molen just touching him out at the very end. Greer van der Molen takes it. Jack Simpson, Adam Scott. Good race, lads. 2:16.39, 2:16.89 and 2:18.53.
So just before we get started with the next event, just to ask if anybody has found a mobile phone, probably lost down at the far end of the pool, coming out of the changing rooms area, and has not yet had the opportunity to hand it into the reception at the venue. Could we ask that you please do so? One of the swimmers has lost his phone. Would appreciate, as you can understand, its return if you have found it. Thank you.
So this is the first of 6 seats for the girls now. N0, Niamh Scott, City Glasgow. 1, Hannah Miller, Kintyre. 2, Ella Mackenzie from Falkirk Otter. In 3, it's Rebecca Waters, and she's from Cumbernauld. 4, Heather Keller, Dumfries. 5, Charlotte McGavin, Hamilton Bass. 6, Hannah McCraig, South Ayrshire. 7, Ella Rousseau, Renfrew Bass. In lane 8, we have Ellen Barbary, and that one's from City of Glasgow. Empty lane in lane 9. So lane 4, I think, here with the early advantage, but half a second, 39.08 from Isla and Charlotte. So the Dumfries Slash just with a minor advantage at the moment. And Rousseau from Renfrew Bass going steadily in lane 2. Much slower arm action, hopefully getting plenty pull out the water, and still maintains a healthy second place. However, it's still advantage with Heather. Good body length advantage here at halfway, and lots of momentum out the turn. 1:22.21. She's got 2 seconds advantage now over Isla. Over on the far side, Hannah Miller is going well in lane 1. So from Kintyre, and Charlotte McGavin. 13-0 from Hamilton. Maybe just dropping back a wee bit is Charlotte. They drop back into 4th. Well, coming towards the final turn, Heather Keller looks as though she has this one pretty well under control. Second place close between Isla and Hannah. About 3/4 of a second between second and third. This is 2.5 second advantage, which seems to be stretching further and further away. Dumfries Swimmers had a really good heat. She had an entry time of 2:49.90. Going to be a very good improvement on that. Hannah's coming through very strongly in lane 1. To think it's second place, or certainly chance second, but Heather's got this well wrapped up. Second will be Hannah, and third Isla. 2:47.27, 2:51.16 for Hannah, and 2:51.47 for Isla. So good improvements in those times for those 3 girls.
So this is heat 2 of event 208, lane 0, Ava Gallagher, Falkirk Otter, her teammate Ava Steele swimming in lane 1. 2, Lyadon Howard, Cumbernauld. 3, Abby McMillan, City of Glasgow. 4, Ava Pettigrew, Cumbernauld. 5, Susanna Curran, Kilmarnock. 6, Gemma Rogerson, Cumbernauld. 7, Iris Ware, Rutherglen. 8, Emily Dawson, Milngavin Bearsden. And 9, Neve Brooks, East Kilbride. So after the first 50, it is lane 2, Lyadon Howard, 39.02, followed by Emily Dawson, 39.33. Time's not recording there for lane 9. Hopefully that will be rectified during the course of this event. As the girls come down to the halfway mark, it is still Lyadon Howard, the 16-year-old from Cumbernauld, in lane 2, leading the field. Alongside her, she has Ava Steele and Abby McMillan. Abby McMillan looks like she's going to turn second here. Indeed, no, she's recording as turning just ahead of Lyadon. So Abby McMillan had the lead there at the turn. 1:22.36. 0.1 of a second between her and Lyadon Howard. 1:22.46. And it is Emily Dawson in third. Still don't have a time on the board for Neve Brooks. So that will be rectified at the end of the race. Is now moving ahead of the field. And going to turn first at the 150 mark. It is Abby McMillan, the 14-year-old from City of Glasgow, or 2:04.83. The order behind her has changed. It's now Susanna Curran in second, 2:06.83, and Emily Dawson, 2:07.17 in third. So the City of Glasgow swimmer, Abby McMillan. She's going to have to hold off Susanna Curran, who is absolutely flying down this final 50 metres. And into the closing stages, she is going to take this. And she does. 2:44.78. Abby McMillan, 2:45.39. And Iris Ware in third, 2:49.07. Should be your 1, 2 and 3. The times have now recorded for lane 9. So as the swimmers leave the pool, and we move on to heat 3 once we have official confirmation of the results in heat 2 for the girls there. We are running just about 4 minutes behind schedule this afternoon, but still should be finished before 4 o'clock. Around at about 3:30, 25 to 4, I think, is anticipated finish. Hang on. Just waiting on the times being confirmed for that previous heat. Heat 2, before the result will be confirmed on the scoreboard. Here we go. Susanna Curran, Abby McMillan, Iris Ware, 1, 2 and 3.
Sorry, it's fine. Sorry. So on to our 38, 0 Ella Cunningham, City Glasgow, 1 Cara Gumbo, round 96, 2 Zara Dunn, City Glasgow, 3 Lord Peckover, North Ayrshire, 4 Daisy Goldie, City Glasgow, empty lane in 5, 6 is Caitlin Frame, Grangemouth, 7 Sophie Brown, City Glasgow, and 8 Eva Chan, North Ayrshire. No swimmer in 9. Just give you some results for the 53. 14-year-olds, Lachlan Small, Stirling, Kyle Harper, South Ayrshire, and Fraser Van den Boolen, Stirling. 15-year-olds, Callum MacArthur, M&B, Rhys Edwards, Dumfries, Ewan Watson, Renfrew Baths. 16-year-olds, Logan Van den Boolen, Stirling, Ben King, M&B, and Finlay Nelson, Dumfries. 17 plus, Greer Van den Boolen, Stirling, Dylan Cashmore, South Ayrshire, and Alex Black from Bonus. So Caitlin Frame from Grangemouth. It's about body length advantage over on the far side. Ella Cunningham going well, along with lane 4, Daisy Goldie. So a 2-second advantage at the moment for Caitlin. Girls freestyle, 14-year-olds, Molly Irvin Watson, Dumfries, Ava Ross, City Glasgow, and Emma Binney, North Ayrshire. 15-year-olds, Ella Dobson, Kingston, Rose McDermott, M&B, Anna Lee, Stirling Swim. 16-year-olds, Emily Dickens, City Glasgow, Caitlin Frame, Grangemouth. Just make sure Caitlin knows when she comes out she's got a medal to collect. Emma McGavin from Hamilton Baths. And the 17-year-olds, Katrina Stuart, Western Bartonshire, Millie MacArthur, Lanark, and Emma Leggett from Hamilton Baths. Is up to date with the results so far? And the medalist of that in that 50, Caitlin Fame, coming through very strongly to take this one. Over on the far side, it's still Ella Cunningham, just holding second from Daisy Goldie. That's going to be the 1, 2, 3, I'm pretty sure. Good swim from Caitlin, 2:43.30. So it's a nice wee improvement here. 2:38.68. Far side, Ella Cunningham, 2:42.59. Also a good 3 or 4 second improvement. Daisy Goldie, 2:43.91. Just wait for that to be confirmed. There we have it. And the 200 back for the boys. For the 11, 13-year-olds. Nicholas Cisnet, City of Glasgow. Angus Woods, Kintyre. Third, Murray Johnson, round 96. 14-year-olds. Ethan Collins, Belsill Sharks. Kyle Mossman, City of Glasgow. Fraser van der Molen, Stirling Swim. We'll give you the rest later.
And this is Heat 4, Lane 0, Emma Chambers, Cumbernauld, 1, Emma Miller, Kintyre, 2, Jocelyn Mackenzie, Milngavie and Bearsden, 3, Sophie Steele, South Ayrshire, 4, Eva Gordon, City of Glasgow, 5, Ciara Finlayson, also City of Glasgow, 6, Amy Rowell, again City of Glasgow, 7, Emily Easton, Lark Hall, and 8, Inga Cummins, South Ayrshire. We have an empty lane 9. Jocelyn Mackenzie leading the field into the first turn there, 36.75. Emily Easton in behind her, and Eva Gordon in third. It's still Jocelyn Mackenzie leading the field. Emily Easton is in second. But she'll need to keep that pace going to hang on to that, because I think Eva Gordon has now got herself into second place as Jocelyn Mackenzie comes into the turn ahead of the field at the halfway mark. Eva Gordon indeed is now in second, and Emily Easton in third. Sophie Steele from North Ayrshire is in fourth. Amy Rowell fifth. Board's not recording the times there for Ciara Finlayson at the halfway mark. That will be adjusted shortly. As Jocelyn Mackenzie continues to lead the field, going up to the final turn. Amy Rowell is beginning to get herself up there, and I think possibly is going to turn third, I think, there for her. No, I beg your pardon, that's Emily Easton. I do apologise. So Jocelyn Mackenzie, Eva Gordon and Emily Easton are your 1, 2 and 3 at the final turn there as the girls head for home. Jocelyn is extending her lead there. And it's whether or not Emily can do anything to catch Eva Gordon. Eva in the centre of the pool there in lane 4, Emily in lane 7. But Jocelyn Mackenzie comes in to finish her race this afternoon, finishing in a time of 2:39.57. Was Eva Gordon from the City of Glasgow in second, 2:41.69, and Emily Easton in third, 2:43.64. Just wait for the board to confirm the disqualification in lane 5 for a technical infraction. We'll get the official results in just a few moments. There we go, the board clearing to confirm that. Jocelyn McKenzie, Eva Gordon, Emily Easton.
15-year-old backstroke 1, 2, 3. Jake Ferguson, Grangemouth, Fraser Cow, South Ayrshire, Jude Mowbray, City of Glasgow. Heat 5, Tamir Schultz in 0 from Dumfries, empty lane 1, 2 Louise Connell, City Glasgow, 3 Imogen Barrett, Ren 96, 4 Leah Rafferty, West D, 5 Eloise Kennedy, City Glasgow, Len lane 6, Abigail Hill from MNB, 7 Isla Dobson, Kingston, 8 Rachel McGavin, Hamilton Baths, 9 Casey Dixon, Royal Glen. Lane 5 perhaps, Ellie Kennedy, a healthy advantage at that first turn. Other side of where we are, Tamir Schultz going well on her own. Casey Dixon lane 9, 13-year-old from Royal Glen. He already has a qualifying time for this event, but she's swimming it anyway. Is there or thereabouts. Louise Connell now coming through quite strongly in lane 1 to get into the mix. So I think it's the City Glasgow girls 1, 2, 3 with Casey Dixon in 4th. Ellie Kennedy, Tamir Schultz, Louise Connell, Casey Dixon. 1:17:20, 1:18:15 and 1:18:45. Well clear of the rest of the field at the moment. Leah Rafferty from West Dumbartonshire trying to get herself into the mix, but she's well behind the City Glasgow girls. Ellie Kennedy well clear in this one now. 2:36:90 at entry time, so it's going to be pretty close to that entry time. Louise Connell's now gone second ahead of her teammate Tamir Schultz. Casey Dixon on this side, still best of the rest on this side. Well, Louise Connell's finishing very, very strongly. Can she get up to take this one? I fancy she might do that. Louise Connell with a late charge inside the final 15. Louise Connell, Ellie Kennedy, not much in it. Inside the final 10. Louise, and it's the far side that's got this. Louise, I think, just gets this from Ellie Kennedy. And third place, Tamir Schultz. 2:37:51. 2:37:91. Tamir Schultz, 2:39:80, takes third. So good race in that one. Louise Connell just getting up to snatch that at the death. Finish off the backstroke 16-year-old boys. Adam Scott, Ren 96, Logan van der Meulen, Stirling Swim, and Luke Scott from Dumfries are 17 and overs. 17-18, Gear van der Meulen, Stirling, Jack Simpson, East Kilbride, Fergus Curry, Mulgang Bearsten. That's you bang up to date with all the results as we have it. So just confirming times. That's the reason for this very slight delay. We'll move on to the next heat very shortly, which is our final shoot. So Louise Connell, 2:37:51. Looks as though that is the winning time. Second, Ellie Kennedy, 2:37:91, and Tamir Schultz, 2:39:80.
So we move on to the final heat of event 208. This is heat 6. Lane 0, Lexine McCappin, Falkirk Otter. 1, Thea Glenn, City of Glasgow. 2, Emma Creaney, Cumbernauld. 3, Emma McGavin, Hamilton Bath. 4, Melissa Menny, East Kilbride. 5, Kirsty Gilmore, Hamilton Bath. 6, Evie Mackey, Lanark. 7, Elizabeth Doubleday, University of Stirling. 8, Iona Henderson, Rutherglen. And 9, Abigail Crawford, City of Glasgow. So coming after the first 50 metre, out of the turn there, after the first 50 metre, Melissa Menny, the East Kilbride swimmer, is leading the field. Turn there at a time of 32.97. In behind her, Kirsty Gilmore, the 17-year-old from Hamilton Bath. And third was Elizabeth Doubleday from University of Stirling. So the East Kilbride swimmer, Melissa Menny, comes into the turn at the halfway mark. 1:10.05. She has a 3.5 second advantage over Emma McGavin in lane 3 in second place, and Kirsty Gilmore in third, 1:14.33. So good swim here by Melissa Menny. Melissa does already have a qualifying time for SNAGs in this event. Keep an eye on Lexine McCappin over in lane 0. She has a consideration time. She'll be looking to get that qualification this afternoon.
Yeah, she needs a 2:32.70, I think, Jackie.
So Melissa Menny continues to lead the field, 1:48.65. She has just about a 4-second advantage here from Emma McGavin and Kirsty Gilmore. So coming into the closing stages of her 200 metre backstroke this afternoon, Melissa Menny will finish first, ahead of Emma McGavin. If she can keep Kirsty Gilmore at bay, or very tight there in the finish for second and third place. So Melissa Menny, 2:26 exactly. 2:30.39 for Emma McGavin, showing on the screen, and Kirsty Gilmore, 2:30.43. So really not much in it for second and third place. And we'll just await for the official confirmation of those results before we will move on to the final event of the day. And it will be the turn of the boys. There we go, just going back to heat 6 of event 208. That's the official result. Melissa Menny, Emma McGavin and Kirsty Gilmore. So as I was saying, we're moving on to the final event of this afternoon's programme. Event 209, the boys 11 to 14, 400 metre freestyle. We have 4 heats of this. And I'll pass you over to Robert to start heat 1.
So we've got 4 heats of 400 free for the boys to finish with. Harrison McMillan, Stirling Swim goes in 1. Andrew Patterson, City Glasgow 2. Blake Herdman, Inverclyde in 3. Cooper Schloss, North Ayrshire 4. Lachlan Small, Stirling Swim in 5. Nathan Finlay, Grangemouth 6. Conor McCrory from Inverclyde goes in 6. 7, Ryan Crabb, round 96. 8, Stephens Nustak from Stranraer Stingrays, and 9, Rory McMillan from Stirling Swim. So time's just a little bit under 5 minutes, 4:56 through to 5:23. Mixture of ages 13, 14, 15 and 6-year-olds in this one. 5:09 is the times for the 13 and unders. That's the only one in this one, is it? That's the only one in this one. So far. So a good strong start from Lachlan Small, 106.83. Conor McCrory, and between them, Nathan Finlay. So 5:09.70 is the time for 13 and unders to get a guaranteed swim at the national event. And one of the lads, Blake Herdman, in lead 2, 5:09.30, is actually inside that time, so he's I think the only swimmer here having another swim. He's in 6th place at the moment. Let's have an eye on Lachlan. He's got to halfway. 2:19. So we're probably looking at time maybe somewhere around the 4:45 mark for Lachlan. He's 14. And 4:52 would get him a guaranteed swim. So Stirling Boy, I think I'd safely put my money on him getting a chance to swim this at Nationals. Conor McCrory working pretty hard in 2nd place, the Inverclyde swimmer. He needs a 4:37. Well, I think we discount that. 4:47 is the consideration time that he's got maybe more of a chance. Nathan Finlay turning in 3rd. Nathan 16, so I think it's really just about trying to improve on his entry time for the Grangemouth swimmer. Cameron Hamill is in 4th place. So Lachlan Small 3:31.72. I think we're certainly inside 4:45 time, Jackie, for this one. Looking pretty strong, isn't he? Conor McCrory still comfortable in 2nd. Nathan Finlay looks certain to take 3rd. But Lachlan Small has had a super race. 4:56.20 Jackie, and he's going to take probably about 14 seconds off this, the way he's swimming this last 100.
Certainly looking very strong there, Robert, isn't he? I think we saw him earlier on this afternoon. We'll win a race from the outside lanes. We had the opportunity to swim in the middle of the pool this time, and what a cracking swim from him as he comes in to finish this afternoon.
Well, where did he find that from? He had so much left in the tank. I didn't even expect a sub 4:40. I was expecting something a wee bit more than that. But what a swim. Cracking race. Well done, Nathan. You found something special down that stretch, just to sneak in and get 2nd. 4:56.87. Conor 4:57.46. Wee bit faster than your entry time, boys, so that's good. But well done to Lachlan.
And we move on to Heat 2, Lane 0, Cole Murphy, City of Glasgow. 1, Kyle Connolly, City of Glasgow. 2, Adam Merrick, Cumbernauld. 3, Finlay Bennett, Rutherglen. 4, Fraser Gemmell, Grangemouth. 5, Cameron Gill, Grangemouth. 6, Keir Sampson, Scotia. 7, Ewan Green, East Kilbride. 8, Kyle Mossman, City of Glasgow. And 9, Ewan McMahon, Falkirk Otter. So after the first 50, it is the Grangemouth swimmer, Cameron Gill, 29.35. Callum Trainer is in lane 9. Now, Callum is, I think I read out Ewan McMahon there, so I do apologise. Callum is a reserve from Stirling Swim, so he's swimming in lane 9. Apologies, hadn't noticed that the board had amended itself there. So, go back to the pool. Lane 5, Cameron Gill is leading the field, 105.06. Lane 8, Kyle Mossman from City of Glasgow, and Kyle Connolly, also City of Glasgow, are your 1, 2 and 3 at the 100 metre half mark.
Although Cameron's going well, Jackie, it's not really all that vital because he already has a qualifying time. He's inside the 4:52.20. He's entered on a 4:48.65. So maybe keep an eye on the other swimmers as well. Kyle Mossman and Kyle Connolly turning second and third. They're both 14-year-olds. They're just outside that 4:52.20. So that's a bit more important for them than it is for our leader, who's going pretty well anyway.
So Kyle Connolly coming through there. Really challenged Cameron in lane 5, but Cameron is still going to turn first at the halfway mark. Kyle Connolly, Kyle Mossman, you're 1, 2 and 3. Finlay Bennett coming in 4th. Ewan Green 5th.
Well, Jackie, my money's on Kyle Connolly getting inside 4:52. Kyle Mossman might get inside that 4:52 at the halfway mark. We'll see how that goes, Jackie.
Indeed, yeah. The boys certainly will be chasing those qualifying times this afternoon. Kyle Connolly very close indeed to the qualifying time and his entry time. I think you said, Robert, there.
And both the Kyles need to just keep this pace at least 37. Maybe try and pick it up a wee bit over the closing stages to get inside that 4:52.
Kyle Connolly certainly swimming very well there. Well, it's definitely challenging Cameron Gill for the lead here. Let's watch what happens when the boys come into the turn. Cameron's just still got the advantage. Oh, but really not by much there. And it is then Kyle Mossman in 3rd place.
Well, Jackie, barring the disaster, the two Kyles will be pretty close to 4:50. I think Kyle Connolly will be well inside 4:50, and Kyle Mossman will probably be virtually bang on the money on the 4:50, 4:51 perhaps. Unless they've been saving themselves even more, as we saw in the last heat with Lachlan.
So still Cameron as the final turn there, the 3:50. Kyle Connolly, Kyle Mossman. They need to keep the pace going. They want to get those times. See Kyle Connolly really picking up the pace over there in lane 1. Continuing to challenge Cameron Gill. Cameron, I think, is just holding him off. There's an age difference here. Kyle Connolly, Kyle Mossman are both 14. Cameron Gill 16. Cameron comes in to finish his race there in a time of 4:45.01. So it's just outside the consideration time for Cameron. Kyle Mossman, Kyle Connolly in 2nd, 14-year-old. So he's got himself a qualifying time there, as indeed has Kyle Mossman. Well done, boys.
Yeah. So well done the two Kyles. You get a chance to swim that if you wish at Nationals. Don't think any other swimmers there managed to get consideration times, certainly nowhere near qualifying times, but good swims from the two boys. Penultimate heat. 0, Jude Mowbray, City Glasgow. 1, Tyler Stewart, East Kilbride. 2, David Landman, City Glasgow. 3, Tom Jeffers. 4, Harry Keough, both round 96. 5, Alex Black, Poness. 6, Seamus Barbary. 7, Finlay Watson, both East Kilbride. 8, Yusuf Ibrahim, City Glasgow. And 9, Rhys Edwards from Dumfries. 4:36 to 4:47 is the range in this one. So 4:52 is the 14-year-old time, but there's no 14-year-olds. 4:37.30 for the 15-year-olds. And we have one or two, I think, that are inside that time, Jackie. I think
so, yeah.
And 4:32.50 and 4:23.30 for 16 and 17 plus respectively. So at the first 100, Finlay Watson, 104.48. So 2.5 seconds cover all 10 swimmers. Alex Black, that distinct golden cap from Bo'ness, going very relaxed in lane 5. Harry Keough, Tom Jeffers, the two Wren boys in the middle lanes, all well positioned. Harry Keough has an entry 4:36.10. He has to improve his time by just over 3.5 seconds to get inside 4:32.50. That's the time to guarantee him a swim. He has a consideration time, but it's still Finlay in lane 7 with the advantage. He's also chasing a 4:32.50 and he's 4:40.86, halfway mark. Alex Black, 17-year-old from Bo'ness, just shades it. So take Finlay's time in second place, double it, add a few seconds, and you hopefully won't be a million miles out. So he has a wee chance. 4:32.50, Alex Black 4:23.30, but the consideration that Alex was probably chasing is 4:32.40. So he's got a chance. That's all these guys can do. It's last chance saloon for them today. Alex Black beginning just to try and pull away from the rest of the field. Finlay's virtually gone halfway again in just under 36 seconds. Harry and Tom, the two Wren boys, are beginning to get really into the picture here. Big threat is Harry Keough on our leader Alex Black, and that's good for Harry because he wants a 4:32. Alex Black, Harry Keough, Tom Jeffers, and still well there. Finlay Watson, keep it going Finlay, try and stick with them. Alex Black now being headed by Harry Keough. It's the two Wren boys, it's Harry Keough, Tom Jeffers. Alex Black still well there. We've got 70 odd metres to go. Harry Keough, 16-year-old, Tom Jeffers, who already has a time for SNAGs. Let's see, hope that he sticks with his teammate to push Harry on. Alex Black drops back a wee bit. Harry Keough. has got to come back in a 32.5. In fact, just fractionally under that. He's fighting it right down that stretch. 4:16. He's got about 20 to go. Keep your eye on that clock. Keep going, Harry. 15 to go. Harry Cure, Tom Jeffers. Let's hope that he gets inside. 4:32.50. Oh, well, fantastic swim, Harry. 4:32.24. Well done. You've got a qualifying time for Snags. Well done, Tom, for pushing him on. Alex Black just with that 4:35.99 misses out on consideration time. But well done to the winner there. 0.26 inside the qualifying time.
So here we go. This is the final heat of the today's programme here at Tollcross. It is heat 4 of event 209. Lane 0, Jack Doherty Simpson, Scotia. 1, Rory Webster, Dumfries. 2, Jamie Gilchrist, East Kilbride. 3, Max Pelosi, City of Glasgow. 4, Nathan Campbell, Stirling Swim. 5, Connor Stewart, Stirling Swim. 6, Lewis Gibson, South Ayrshire. 7, Rory Calvert, Grangemouth. 8, Luke Garrity, Inverclyde. And 9, Alfie Churches, City of Glasgow. Some of these boys have qualifying times for nationals. Some have consideration times, and others will be chasing down both of those times this afternoon in this final race.
Just interject with results for the girls 200 back, or 11-13-year-olds. Casey Dixon, Rutherglen. Eva Gordon, City Glasgow. Daisy Goldie, City Glasgow. 14-year-olds Evie Mackey Lanark, Abigail Crawford and Ella Cunningham, both City Glasgow. 15-year-olds Melissa Menny, East Kilbride. Eloise Kennedy, City Glasgow. Leah Rafferty, West D. 16-year-olds Emma McGavin, Hamilton Bass. Second, Louise Connell, City Glasgow. Caitlin Frame, Grangemouth. And 17-18-year-olds Christy Gilbert, Hamilton Bass. Emma Creaney, Cumbernauld. Lizzie Doubleday, University of Stirling. Jackie.
And leading the field here we have Nathan Campbell. 1:30.74 after 150 metres. Here's a pretty significant lead over the rest of the field. The 18-year-old from Stirling Swimming. So it's what's happening in behind him. Rory Calvert second, and Connor Stewart, Nathan's teammate, at the turn there were second and third. But Nathan Campbell has set out, this is his swim this afternoon. I really don't think it's going to be about whether anybody can catch him. It's all going to be about the second and third places here as we come into the 200 metres, and it's Rory Calvert followed by Lewis Gibson in second and third, and behind Nathan Campbell, Connor Stewart's in there as well. Alfie Church is in fifth. These boys all around 2:12, 2:13.
Well, I don't see the 17, 18-year-olds getting times, Jackie. 4:23. There's no chance of getting that, but maybe a 4:32.50 for some of the 16-year-olds is possible. Keep our eye on the clock on that one.
Yeah, our youngest swimmer here is Lewis Gibson. As I say, he already has a qualifying time for Snags, the 15-year-old. So yeah, Nathan Campbell's going to come into the 300-metre mark, well ahead of the rest of the field. Certainly put his stamp on this one this afternoon, this final swim of the day, as I said earlier. And I think Lewis Gibson, South Ayrshire swimmer, has got himself up into second. He'll need to watch what's happening. Alfie Churches, he's got himself into third. Rory Calvert in fourth. Really not a lot between these boys. 3:22, 3:23.
Well, So the only one, Jackie, Rory Calvert in lane 7. Keep your eye on him. 4:32.50. He's got to pull out something like a 109, Jackie, in the last 100 to get inside that time.
Yes. These boys know what they've got to do. They want to get themselves the opportunity to swim at nationals in a couple of weeks' time. Nathan's really well he's got himself there.
Rory's got a good chance now, Jackie.
So Rory Calvert swimming really well, got himself a good opportunity to gain that time that he was looking for. 4:32.50. I think that's what he's looking for. As Nathan Campbell has finished his race this afternoon, 4:14.97. Rory Calvert, 4:29.58. 4/100ths of a second behind him, the South Ayrshire swimmer Lewis Gibson in third.
Well done, Rory. 4:32.50. So you've taken virtually 3 seconds inside that. Nice to see you back in the pro competing at this level. And a good second and a cracking swim. So I think that's it, Jackie. Back tomorrow.
Yeah, back tomorrow, 8 o'clock warm-up for tomorrow's programme. So just to say thank you very much to those of you who joined us on live stream this afternoon and those of you joining us in the spectator gallery, and a massive thank you to all our volunteers, technical officials, through to those back of house without whom we couldn't have run today's meet, and without whom we won't be able to run tomorrow's meet either. So if you fancy getting involved as a volunteer, please make yourself known to one of us and we'll gladly help put you into a slot. I think we're possibly still looking for timekeepers for tomorrow, so that would be fantastic. So just for those of you on live streams, it's goodbye from myself, Jackie Smith, and my fellow commentator, I beg your pardon, stumbled a little bit there, Robert Taylor. See you all again tomorrow. Sunday, remember the clocks go forward, however, so we are losing an hour's sleep tomorrow. So please be aware of that.